Thank you so much. Several years ago, I was serving on the Home and MN Regional Executive Board, and I took responsibilities of doing marketing and PR, and we decided to put together a television show called HTV, like MTV, but HTV. So we put an ad in Aspares, and we asked for the young interns that would like to come in and help us put the show together, whether it's behind or in front of the camera. One of the first people that walked in was a girl named, an 18-year-old girl named Diana MAGPAPIAN. She walked in with this incredible energy, smile on her face, and we said, wow, I guess she should be in front of the camera. So what we did is we set up a camera and we started testing Diana and several other interns, and she was a natural. And through that whole process of putting together a television show, you know, we didn't know what we were doing. We were volunteering to put something together. Diana kept our energy up, always made us believe that we could do it, that we could achieve the show, and we hit it out of the park. The show stayed on for many years, and Diana kept talking about her dream, her vision of one day being on TV, and of course we all smiled and said, cute. Never thought that she would do it, but she did, and I can't tell you how proud I am of her, and every time I see her I tell her, I think she's tired of me telling her that. I'm going to read her bio, and then I'm going to ask her to come up to the stage for a special presentation. Diana MAGPAPIAN Madison is the hot, I didn't write this, I would have said beautiful, fun and wildly spirited host of Holly Scoop, a weekly entertainment news show syndicated nationally and around the world. She also serves as the executive producer of the show. She began her career, if you can believe it, when she was 12 years old. Diana transformed her living room into a FA TV news set and began writing news reports, videotaping herself on the family video camera. Her passion would not die down. If ever there was a video camera in sight, Diana was making sure she got the story covered, whether it was breaking news from the family vacation or a class field trip. You could not miss the ambitious young girl with a microphone, a spoon or a stick in her hand, waving it through the crowds to entertain and get the word out to anyone that was willing to listen. Diana went to the University of California at Santa Barbara, where she earned a degree in political science. But upon graduating, her passion for entertainment and fashion ultimately won and brought her back to her hometown of Los Angeles, where she got her first job at Entertainment Tonight and The Insider. During her 2-year venture, Diana produced segments, directed shoots, and interviewed many of her favorite artists such as Usher, Michael Bublé, and Chris Brown. Although Diana had achieved a great amount of success at a very young age, it was her drive to be on camera that led her to help launch and co-found Holly Scoop. What started out as an entertainment blog, Holly Scoop exploded in popularity, due in part to the team's decision to cover red carpet events and post the video clips on the site. The decision led to the creation of Holly Scoop TV, where Diana got to interview some of the biggest names in Hollywood, including Brad Pitt, George Clooney, David Beckham, and the list goes on and on. Diana also helped create Revenue Media, which runs websites such as Stereo2.com, dedicated to music and news, Modabomb, I've never heard of these names, dedicated to fashion news, Eat, Stay, Drink, dedicated to travel, and Captain Wag, dedicated to sports. Diana was a volunteer in Home and Men many years ago, and she is an inspiration to all of us because she's achieved such great success. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome her up to the stage. And I ask the chairlady of Home and Menara to join us as well. Ruth Hedley, please come up to the stage for her presentation. read the plaque. It says, in grateful appreciation of your outstanding leadership and service, Home and Eminent Glendora Chaplain of Woodbury University. Elevate 2012, Burbank, California.
Wow, thank you so much.
I'll tell you, the first time I was flicking through channels and I came across Holly Scoop and I saw Diana standing there and talking. I said, oh my gosh, is this real? You did it. If you could say a few words, Diana, we'd love to hear from you.
I think number one, thank you so much. It's so surreal for me to be here and be honored for my work when I got my start from Home and Eminent TV. I mean, my first interview I did with a celebrity was at an ANC banquet. I interviewed Serge Tonkia from System of a Down, and I was like, this is what I want to do. So you guys actually opened the doors for me to pursue a career in broadcasting. You know, I think with leadership, it's important. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. I think with leadership, it's important to have like a good team behind you. I'm very fortunate that I had a very young age, I had a good team, like my mother, my father, my brother. You know, I come from a very strong Armenian family. My dad immigrated here, you know, from Armenia, so did my mom from Armenia, and they instilled in me values to work hard, and so I got my work ethics from my parents, and they never, ever, you know, stopped me from pursuing my dreams. They knew I was a dreamer, but not a daydreamer. There's a difference. People have big dreams, and then some people just daydream, and they instilled in me to like always go after my dreams, which I did, so I thank my family for that. When we started Holly Scoop, I quit my job at Entertainment Tonight, and I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And my mom and dad, there was an extra room in their house. They allowed me and my two best friends, Nora and Ani, to take over that office and do what we were supposed to do, which they didn't get. They're like, we don't know what you're doing. You just left the job at Paramount Studios. Are you crazy? But, you know, they believed in me. They believed I had a vision. And, you know, they supported for a whole year. I didn't make $1 for a whole year. You know, and I also have a very supportive husband who's my business partner as well, which could be fun and not at some times, but he's always there to, you know, pick me up when I'm down. And unfortunately with the entertainment industry, and I'm sure with all types of industries, there's a lot of days where you're down. I think with entertainment there's a lot more days where you're down. You know, he's always there to pick me up, and I have a really, really good team behind me. My two best friends, Nora and Ani, who aren't here today, but we work around the clock, and a lot of people come to me, they're like, I want to be a TV host, I want to be on TV, I want to be this, I want to be that, and you know, I asked them, what are you doing? Because at your age, I was doing 2 internships, working at Entertainment Tonight and E! News, you know, working for Home and Eminent TV. I had a job where I would get paid, I was in school, I did local news in Santa Barbara. What are you doing? It's not just sitting there and saying, I want that life, I want to go after it, I want to do it. It's actually getting out there and getting in the trenches and really hustling. You know, every day I'm hustling. There's days where I'm on the news show set, which is amazing because 3 years ago no one thought our TV show would be national on Fox. You know, I get calls from New York, I get calls from Miami. I'm watching your show right now, which is amazing. But 3 years ago, we had no idea what we were doing. It was a week before my wedding. It was going to be the first episode, and literally, instead of working on my wedding dress and my looks, I was in the grind, you know, with our team trying to build a set because we didn't have any money to build a set. So, you know, those things, like, you got to bring it into perspective. There's days, even today, where I'll be on the news show set, it's a national show, and then the next second I got to go back to the office and hustle and grind, and that's not glamorous. Or I'll be on the red carpet, and I'll interview Brad Pitt, George Clooney, which is really fun, and then I have to leave the red carpet, and I'll be in the office till like 1, 2, 3 a.m. uploading these videos, and you know, it just started off as a joke, hollyscoop.com, but you know, it's all through our failures that we kept creating more. For example, I wanted to be a TV host, so I quit my job at Entertainment Tonight, and I got rejected by like one of the biggest agents in Hollywood. They said, you're too green. Okay, so what's green? Hollywood terms, you suck, you're an amateur, right? So I was like, what am I supposed to do? And you know, it was like Ray, Nora, and Ani, they were like, okay, you really want to be a TV host? Why don't you start doing videos online? So they're like, you could build, you know, your reel. You need a reel. And I'm like, okay, I'll build my reel, my tape, because I'm too green, I need experience. And that became a whole business in itself, and now we're the #1 provider for video content for AOL. Our videos online get 75 million plays a month. You know, and that's just because I failed at something. And I think everything that's happened to me, my partners with, you know, Holly Scoop, Revenue Media, it's always been like a setback. We had one kind of setback that threw us back. We have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, what can we do to turn it around and keep growing and get bigger? And you know, now we have 5 blogs. It's read by millions of people on a daily basis. We have video content for those 5 blogs. We have a TV show that's national. And it was all because I had a vision and I just wanted to be on TV. So it's fun that like we got to create that all on our own. And yeah, now I go on these red carpets and people who didn't hire me before from Access Hollywood and Extra, the executive producers are like coming to me telling me I'm doing an amazing job. And it's weird because now I have an executive producer title too, so it's kind of surreal, so it's fun. So my advice to anybody out there, if you have a vision and you have a dream, just keep going after it to create it. And sometimes things happen in your life where you're kind of unexpected, you have no idea, it's maybe traumatic, it's a setback, it's a failure. But I think it's all part of your journey, and it's creating you to be better and more experienced for the bigger picture. And sometimes, you know, I have a problem with that, I don't get to see the bigger picture. But being here today, I guess, you know, I see the picture. So thank you guys. Yeah.
I'm glad she's toned it down. This is what we have to go through in meetings. God forbid if somebody said we can't do this. Thank you, Diana. Thank you very much.